Okay, let's try this again. Free NFL bets. My name is Eric. I had audio problems with my other YouTube channel, Fancy Football Yoda, so hopefully this one turns out better. I'm hoping that I'm talking a little bit less loud, and I have the microphone a little bit away from my mouth. So hopefully this audio turns out good for you listeners. Um, okay, so I have another free NFL bet. That's right, guys. It's free. Please share with your friends, family members. Let's make this money. Please, guys, it's free. I'm giving out free advice, and it's good. I've had a track record of winning betting in the NFL. So, yeah, let's jump right into it. The bet is week one, the Seattle Seahawks at the Indianapolis Colts. And also Quentin Nelson. They literally had the same injury. I mean, crazy, right? So Carson Wentz isn't playing. This would be a game I'd probably even play if Carson Wentz was playing. I mean, I might. I mean, this just solidified it, right? I mean, Jacob Eason is starting. Jacob Eason's college numbers aren't that good. I mean, his senior year at Washington or junior year, whatever it was, he only had 23 passing touchdowns in 13 games. I don't know. I mean, I don't know much about Jacob Eason. He didn't even play last year. Yeah, I mean, that's a huge advantage. Russell Wilson's going to be ready. I mean, I don't know if he has the nickname Robot Russell. I mean, that should be his nickname. Robot Russell Wilson. I mean that in the best way possible. I mean, he's literally like, say the right things, put in the preparation, do all the work, come game day, be ready to go. Like, I mean, and you would think that pro athletes, that's what they do. Like, they should all be like that. But they don't. For whatever reason, they get paid millions of dollars, and sometimes they feel like playing, sometimes they don't feel like playing. So, I don't know. We'll see. With Eason, we know what we're getting with Russell Wilson, and that's why this pick is so good to get it in now. It was at -2.5. They even kept it up on the books. I'm actually really shocked they kept it at 2.5. I mean, this is like a clear, I mean, I doubt a ton of people got on it. I'm sure some big groups got on it, but I mean, -2.5 for the Seahawks. I know it's on the road. I think it's a 1 o'clock game, but Seahawks play all right in 1 o'clock games. I know they lost at Buffalo last season. They got pretty waxed, but they're going to come ready. I mean, they've had a whole month to really understand, hey, this is the first week opponent. Jacob Eason's in there. Sam Ellinger's the backup from Texas. He's a rookie this season. He's a competitive guy. So, I mean, if they put him in the second half, then I might be like, something to keep an eye on. It might make me a little nervous, but the other thing that makes me a little nervous is the Seattle Seahawks defense. I mean, not great pass rushers. They have Carlos Dunlap and Kerry Hyder, who they got in free agency from San Francisco. Outside of them, I mean, it's nothing. I mean, LJ Collier hasn't really proved to be his first round, talent. They're gonna get creative to blitz. So I think that is a concern. But Jacob Eason, we'll see. I don't think he's a natural passer. I don't think he's somebody that's gonna make pressure throws. I think the game might be a little closer than people think it would be. But I still think Seattle wins by a touchdown somehow, some way, or at least by a field goal at worst. So, I mean, at worst, this bet pushes, in my opinion. Seattle's going to come ready to play. Don't get me wrong. I really enjoy. Indianapolis' defense. They got Eberflus leading the way, calling the plays. Um, but I like their squad. They play hard. They play fast. They have an identity. I know they have two new defensive ends that they drafted, and Kamiko Ture isn't like something you're super excited about. But hey, you got DeForest Buckner. That's always a plus. You got Darius Leonard and Bobby Okereke. That's a plus. You got a pretty good secondary, talented. The cornerback position is kind of, you're not sure. But they're going to play hard. They're going to play hard against Russ. I like what Seattle's doing, and I think the lack of playoff success for Russell upset him, and I know he made those comments about his offensive line after the season, but they're going to be ready. And I like their offensive line. I like all five of them, honestly, all starters. Dwayne Brown, Damian Lewis, Pochich, Gabe Jackson, who they got from the Raiders, and Brandon Shell. They have pretty good backups, or, comparatively to the rest of the NFL's offense line backups. They drafted Dwayne Eskridge. They already have Metcalf and Lockett. You got Chris Carson. Rashad Penny played better when he had his chance coming back from his health issues. They got Gerald Everett. They'll find a way to win. They'll win. I think the money line's at minus 185. It's pretty high. If it was like minus 160, I might be a little intrigued, even though they're on the road and everything. It's going to come down to probably red zone offense, red zone defense. And, the Colts can still run the ball fairly well against Seattle. Maybe. Seattle, they weren't great against the run in the beginning of the year, I believe, last season. But then they got better, and then they were one of the league's best. So, I don't know. But then, hey, in the playoffs, why'd they lose the game? They couldn't stop the run, and they couldn't, pass block either. But, yeah, even without Quentin Nelson, I still think the Indianapolis line is good enough to run the ball with Jonathan Taylor. But, Seattle's going to make them earn it, and they're going to dare Jacob Eason to throw. They have Brett Hundley, too. They picked up him. I forgot about that. They picked up Brett Hundley. I think there's a really funny quote about Brett Hundley when he was with the Cardinals. And I think it's Brett Hundley. And he was saying, like, he thinks he's, like, a top 5 quarterback or something. Something along those lines. It's like, wait, dude, what? Or something like he prepares like he's, like, the best quarterback or something. Or he thinks he was going to start over Kyler Murray. Something crazy. It was something where you're like, what, man? Like, did you really say that? You really said that? So, yeah, this is something, I don't know. It's just, there's too much. I don't love the receiving core either for the Colts. T.Y. Hilton's old. Michael Pittman, I don't think it's really any threat. Paris Campbell I do like out of Ohio State. He's been injured a lot. Yeah, I don't know. Seattle's kind of strength is them stopping the run. So that's an advantage in the red zone when they're trying to run it in for a touchdown. Yeah, Seattle, I think the defenses are kind of a wash. Indianapolis may give a slight edge. And then the offense, it's a big edge, big time edge. So I like Jason Myers, the Seahawks kicker. Trying to see who the Colts kicker is. Oh, yeah, Blankenship. Blankenship's a good kicker, too. Forgot about him. So, yeah, I think it's pretty safe, guys. I think it's really safe. I think worst case scenario, obviously worst case would be Jacob Eason plays really well, manages the game, throws for 2 passing touchdowns, 200 passing yards, and the Seattle and the offense kind of chokes in the red zone. And Indianapolis wins. I really don't think that's going to happen again. They're going to come ready to play. He's robot Russell Wilson. He's going to get the best out of these players. He just is. He's tired of losing in the playoffs and having just everything. He's just tired of it. He wants to win now. I mean, I know everybody says that right now, and this has been building for a while. I think he's really saying, like, hey, guys, every game counts. We have to make it count. We have a huge advantage going in here against them. We got to go take advantage of it. I think they do. So Seahawks -3. Lock it in now. That line is going to rise. I'm telling you, that line is going to rise. So, I mean, you might even get a nice middle play if it balloons up to like -6.5. I don't know. I think that's a little too high. I don't think it'll get that high, but I think it's going to touch 4 for sure. So get in now, get the -3 with Seattle, sleep on that, put 1 unit on it, and yeah, feel pretty good week 1. I think we got to steal with this one, guys. So again, listening, spread it, guys. Subscribe, share the channel on YouTube, share the podcast. We got an Instagram. We have Twitter. Got it all. So yeah, follow us. Thanks for listening, and let's make this money.